Hi there, Tonya D here. I am the host of Musing with Tonya D podcast, the season of the witches, the theme for 2023, and CEO of the Shamanic Healing Academy for online wizards looking to connect with their intuitive self at tonyad.com. And if you don't know me, I've been in the intuitive realm for most of my earthly existence. I primarily do this now through online digital products, guided to work with many mentors. Spirit guided me to Elder Malidoma Somé, an indigenous medicine man, an elder of the Dagara tribe in Dano, Burkina Faso, West Africa, along with Cindy Dell. We have many opportunities to be guided to work with various mentors and be proteges of their medicine, their magic ritual. Why online? Well, I don't think I need to tell you that digital products online are hands down the easiest and most fulfilling way that exists at this current timeline. Being able to connect with anyone from all over the world, I believe soon in our future, telepathy, a virtual subtle world, will actually be on the horizon. What else allows us to learn from the comforts of our own library in the sky? And chances are, if you're tuning into this, your heart has the desire to connect with your intuitive self too. Until you inspire, ignite your gift and purpose, the origins that reside within you, chances are you too may be running into the feelings of being stuck, possibly even repeating patterns, not getting the memo or the memoir, missing more than just one thing, or missing out on all the things. Join me in my musing corridor for online opportunities and offerings that may resonate with you and through you. You truly are your own healer, but sometimes we do have energetic hiccups, and we do need an otherworldly life coach assistant to guide us. So with that, blessings to you, my energetic beings, and welcome back to the Musing Moon Meditation. This Musing Moon is dedicated to opening up our hearts to feel where we heartfelt belong. It's a feeling, and Cancer is the season of just that, feeling safe, secure, in the home, the emotional foundation, our sacral energetic center, the emotional field, even the fluctuations of our emotions, forgiving, feeling the sensations. Being that our perception of the world may be a little subjective at this time, you may have to place yourself in a protective sphere to create a boundary, an energetic boundary, distancing ourselves without being bitter. There is a lot of richness in being able to really manifest and create with and in our emotional foundation, our emotional field, where we can create a real sense of belonging out into the world and into our day-to-day. It feels like when you cast your reel when you're fishing and then bringing it all back home. So with that, arriving on Monday, July 17th at the 24th degree at 2:32 p.m. Eastern, 1:32 p.m. Central, 12:32 p.m. Mountain, and 11:32 a.m. Pacific. But as always, check your timeline for when the goddess of the night is illuminating for you in your village. New moons really are the cosmic illumination of an emotional reset, getting ready to hit the button. And the lunar energies, I do follow them through the seasons and the gates and the channels. Being a reflector in human design, I am a hermit, but I'm also a role model. But with it often unseeable, the unseen, the new moon actually appears not to be in the village at all. But we can feel her. We can resonate with her. It's the subtle energetic fields. And we're kind of presented with our own emotional blank canvas, if you will, a new slate in which we're all able to create, write, visualize, and bring into, like literally scribing in through the soul's harmonic, a new life chapter. But being also a water sign, a cardinal direction sign, Cancer is known for being nurturing. It's the home, it's family, it's safety, security, it's our memoirs, it's the memories of our bones. So this is kind of a nesting energy. Possibly you may feel like being more domesticated. It kind of reminds me of domesticated cats. Maybe you feel like spending some quality time, bonding with anything and everything you care about, including the four-leggeds, the wings, the two-leggeds, and more. You may even feel the inspiration to really dive in deep, going inward into your feeling world and being more of a homebody, being nurturing to yourself. Cancer's the ruler of the fourth house, so the moon is bringing this energy to our fourth house. What does that look like? Well, Say your fourth house is ruled by Sagittarius. Maybe you bring home cooking from other cultures. Maybe you're being an adventurous chef, or you just feel at home wherever you are arriving at in your body. Just a little muse there. But we are really given the opportunity to gain some insight, some clarity around this aspect, this part of our life, our inner world, our roots, being rooted, even those close family relationships. So any new moon's really deep. It's the emotional tides in the sky often calls us in. It kind of reminds me of the sirens of the waters, the otherworldly beings, the water beings, the sprites, all the things really. But it's calling us in for having some self-reflection, caring for our inner self, like literally putting the oxygen mask on you first and then those around you. But being in the season of the goddess of the night, Cancer, you may just find it more emotionally satisfying, even necessary actually, to retreat just like a crab into your shell. And realizing that as a crab, you take your home with you wherever you go, retreating into your shell, getting in tune with your personal needs, your feelings, so that you can take them out into the stage of your life with a conscious action to really ensure those needs are actually met. So it's a magical time, magical, mystical time to really commit to our goals with feeling and expressing the positivity of all these energies. So what may that look like? Honoring our feelings, the deep ones, deep to the core, whether they feel irrational or intimate with our feelings, just being aware and recognizing a sense of security, safety we actually derive from whatever it is that we do call home, and allowing ourselves to accept and open up to support for ourselves or from others. This could look like starting a project, a plan that's really focused on improving our lives, our home life for the long term, bringing it out into the future. And we have a chance to really make important changes for our futures, improving our lives, benefiting us beyond the cycle of this moon, like really bringing it in. It's like getting installed, if you will. So if you're ready to take the time to really make plans, set your stage, the foundation for really reaping the rewards from our new beginnings, it's like a thirst being quenched, as little or as big as that may be. So when the full moon happens in the season of Leo, 2 weeks later, we are initiating fire energy, Leo. We're initiating our golden heart, the star of our chalice is what it feels like. Just new ways to really enhance the family of origins, our life, domestic affairs, building up our feelings of really feeling safe and secure. But being that Pluto is also in opposition of this new moon, it's like watch out for feeling like being on overdrive, overdoing things, maybe a little paranoia, maybe you're fear-driven in your actions, maybe you're facing some obstacles, forces of adversity, even resistance. Just know that that divine pour of love is the key. It might be even propelling our need to really have a fresh, invigorating new start, being in the harmonics with Neptune, our inspiration, dreams, visions, what we intuitively sense. That's also added to the choreography. And then Saturn is also in a harmonic with this moon, the 6th degree. So you might be feeling the ability to really commit to your heart's desires and opening up your heart to spirit, having a spirit to spirit moment, intuition guiding you to really get some further healing a part of your body, a breakdown or even a temper tantrum, Mars and Virgo. And Jupiter and Taurus is really calling us to bring the love of ourselves into our body, embodying pure divine love, healing the parts of us that we may have not been able to love, Mars and Virgo, kind of a tool as well, like a sword to cut away parts of our inner world reality that are no longer serving our healing. It kind of feels like if you are holding on to an old wound, who is that wound serving? Are you picking up the scab? And Chiron is bringing us the ability to heal the way we let our day-to-day reality treat us, the world around us. The ingredients are loving and trusting this initiation, this action that we are feeling through initiating our heart, the star that I believe we all ultimately are. So with the sacral being highlighted, the angelic being Gabrielle, If your feeling heart feels called, I do have a podcast dedicated to this angelic being in the season of Cancer. I will have that link in the show notes. However, it's also our throat center along with our third eye. So this is about speaking what we feel and visualizing what the feeling is going to look like, and then circulating it through the front and the back side of our sacral center, and adding the voice of spirit to the sacral, like a dash of Gabrielle. So for the Cancer rising signs, or even the sun, or even the Cancer moons, this truly is your moon. You are the goddess of the night. This is your first house of who you are. So it's time to really zero in on, or hone in on, where you feel you belong and who am I? Do I feel I belong here? Who is my village? What are my future dreams? The stars are opening to unlimited possibilities. Nothing is too overly ambitious or too far out of reach. And just know that you are worth of being recognized, worthy of that, feeling that worth, and it will actually soon be yours. Leo, this new moon is happening in your 12th house of spirit to spirit, what you sense intuitively. So this may feel as if all the stars are happening behind the scenes, behind the stage, just really preparing you to come out onto the stage of life. This is in your upcoming season here, just planting seeds for what your heart wishes to see grow. And as you are choreographing personal growth, the world outside of you, what are you attracting and feeling are aligning your heart to really, truly open up. Virgo, this new moon is happening in your 11th house of hopes, wishes, dreams, networking, society, collaboration. That's going to be the key to crossing the finish line on a long-held dream. Hopes, wishes, and dreams. Maybe you find yourself in a new tribe, getting a new village, one that really feels like you truly, authentically belong there. And then your heart opens up, finding that you are able to be more emotionally vulnerable, maybe a willingness to feel where your heart felt belong, a place where you're really able to be authentic and open up with new people, new vibes, new tribes, new friends. Libra, your 10th house of career, legacy, achievements is being activated. So this is really an auspicious moment to reflect on your big picture professional aspirations. Maybe you're ready to pitch that brilliant idea to those higher ups. Maybe you're doing some cold calls. Maybe you've got a potential client. Really bringing in possibly a ritual to manifest that position, that dream that really lights up your heart and just opens the door to a new way of feeling where you really are achieving where you belong in your heart space. Scorpio. This is falling in your 9th house of adventure, otherworldly, higher learning, philosophy. So you may feel challenged to really step out of your comfort zones, honing in on your skill set, a moment of learning, even taking a leap of faith and asking yourself what that faith is possibly in an effort to grow leaps or bounds. Reminds me of Superman. This new moon is opening you up to a different perspective. Maybe you're sitting on the cloud lines looking through a new set of eyes, frequenting with the feeling of that faith. Sagittarius. This new moon is happening in your 8th house, the emotional bonds, joint resources, which means that this is a galactic opportunity to really meditate on those shared finances and reflecting on what you need more of in the intimacy chamber, intimate with self, standing up for what you feel makes you comfortable and secure in those aspects and areas of your life, intimacy, death, and taxes. Like, where do you feel or what do you feel belongs in those resources from others? Is there a balance there? Is there nurturing there? Capricorn, with this new moon falling in your house of partnership, relationship, business or otherwise, you may wish to set an intention related to those one-on-one relationships. Could be platonic, romantic, and again, even professional business. So this is where we feel the one belongs and we are able to open up and receive a new way of connecting, really maybe moving the ball forward as a duo in business, a duo in relationships, a partner, true partnership. And it's what you're going to feel about it. Your feelings are actually going to be the light that guides. Aquarius, This new moon is falling in your 6th house of healing, service, daily routines, work, really offering you a chance to hit that galactic reset button on your own personal well-being, whatever that plan looks like. What do you feel inside of you that's serving your healing, your health? We tend to often think that we can achieve better health by all the sweaty workouts. You may feel more drawn to those less rigorous kind of activities that are often just as nurturing, a form of inner self-care, like putting your feelings into sharing through therapy, meditation, rituals, and just really paying attention to what you feel and ask yourself if you belong feeling that way. Does this feeling belong, or does this feeling belong? Do I belong working here? Do I belong working here? Where's my tribe? Where's my source? And if you can open up to a new way of feeling, that's when things are going to align with a new resonance, a new frequency. Pisces, landing in your 5th house of romance, play, creativity, joy. This is a whimsical, magical, even artistically fulfilling energy for you. So be sure to hit the pause button at work so that you can really enjoy and ignite the magic of these feelings that are vibing through you, resonating. Like you might even feel starlight. I'm thinking of fairy dust, actually, and just figure out the best outlets for your creativity, exploring those unconditional, heartfelt emotions. We know you are like the unconditional, always loving soul. And again, what is the feeling that you resonate with that really brings out the fun, the joy, the creativity, even the romance, doing the dance? Aries, this new moon is falling in your house of home, life, and family. So are you kind of feeling like a topsy-turvette, torn between being the stable foundation for your home life or going out on the pleasure ladder of those life adventures? Really just filling into what feels the juiciest and allow your emotional field to really show you where your heart belongs. Where do you belong within your home, family, relationships, and also your achievements, you know? Are you committed to a new way to achieve through a feeling? So you're kind of in for a ride, choreographing the best of both realms. Taurus, with this new moon falling in your 3rd house of communication, you may just be extra curious, optimistic. My thing is stay curious, question everything. I am a Gemini. So it's like social, it could be society, out into the world, buzzing around, utilizing your voice. Possibly you've overscheduled yourself. Maybe you need to carve out some time to feel into your voice, communicating with your feelings, giving yourself some private time, journal so you don't really burn out all your wires, because I feel like you're going to be on fire, emotional fire, if you will, even though it's in a water sign. I know that sounded kind of backwards. However, Gemini, this is falling in your 2nd house. It's all about you feeling your worth. Self-confidence, just making a move to really upcycle your cash flow, being wise and using your feelings to dictate or call in your worth. Feeling fantastic, working along with teams and friends and colleagues. It's like team spirit, nirvana of where or what you belong, kind of manifesting, promoting more emotional success with feeling. When you feel your worth and you feel great, you magnetize your medicine. So with that, it's our sacral channel, our sacral center. It's our emotional field, cleansing the field of our emotions, especially after just leaving the season of the mind, the season of what we think, the solar plexus, and then we're moving into the season of what we feel. We're really choreographing and setting the foundation for feeling greater than ever before. The moon is in her home, but she's also balancing the scales of Libra, the harmonics of Libra, which brings me to our throat center. So it really is speaking our truth, but doing it in a fair way, a harmonic way. I kind of feel like sound healing, sound bathing would actually probably be great for this meditation here, but just feeling into that. So this meditation, because we've got the sacral activated, the third eye, and we also have our throat center, maybe take a little time before you dive into the meditation and really kind of feel your feelings, like what if you were to have a conversation with what your heart feels, and the moon, allow the moon, the goddess of the night, to shine light upon that, and use your voice. Like, what does your inner child want to say? What is your inner child see, visualize, third eye. So we kind of want to go in from, I would say, utilizing our auric field, the furthest auric field, and our unique gift and purpose. We all have an energetic center that's unique and individual to each and every one of us. I'd kind of feel into that. It's a sphere, an energetic sphere around us. Kind of feel into your color and journal about your feelings and like this upcoming space. Like, am I in the right place with the right people? And as a reflector in human design, that's something I'm always asking myself, along with, are these my feelings or are these the others? So I kind of go back and forth with that, and I allow the Great Spirit to guide me, or oftentimes, if you listened to me before, I bring in the realm of the Fae, mostly the otherworldlies, the cantombres, the wetames, our fierce protectors. The cantombres are the beings that sing poetry and laughter and joy. The genies, of course, we all know what a genie is, right? The jinns, to transform. So we've got opportunity. So really taking an inhale and just climbing into your body, being embodied for the magical being that you are, and affirm that magical being that resides within you, your own starlight. And I'm also going to affirm the magical beings in the seen and the unseen, whether it's a cantomble, a wetame, an animal totem, an angelic being, an ancestor. How often do we connect with our ancestors? We're going through that, lots of us. And really affirm the oneness, the Great Spirit, the galactic corridor, this omnipresent illuminating energy that we're all a part of, and particles and atoms and all the goodness. And as you've climbed into your body, and again, I always like to do an inhale, hold for a count of 3, and then exhale for a count of 3. So just go through your own process. No need to rush. Again, inhale. Hold for a count of 3. And exhale and release. And as you begin to take the inhale and the exhale and just really getting in touch with your circadian rhythm, your breath, breathing in through your heart space, your throat center, let's bring in the color of blue, and let's activate our throat center to choreograph our truth through a feeling our spiritual truths. Exhale and release. Inhale down into the third eye, and let's get the third eye spinning, both front and back side. Let's bring in the illumination of negative green. Why negative green? Because we want to transform anything that is not in divine alignment with our dreams. We're going to allow the Great Spirit to open up our third eye to our dream space, our visions, colorful visions, and just see what images pop in and through your third eye. Add feeling to it, feelings of joy, peace, love, excitement, passion, and whatever else comes to mind. And exhale and release. Breathe all the way through your magnetic sphere, unique and individual to each and every one of us. And you're in your sacred sphere, and we're bringing in orange light, sunset orange, orange like an orange, the juice of an orange, all the way down into your sacral center. Same thing. Let's feel that percolating a little bit, the front and the back side of your energetic center, doing the spin. Recalibrating your sacral, feeling what your heart truly feels to be true about you and your future life. Hold for a count of 3 and exhale and release. Inhale all the way through your sacred sphere, all the way down through your third eye. Do a little bell ring there if you feel. See a little color. To your throat center, hear the sound healing, sound bathing, all the way down to your sacral. Exhale and release. Let's bring in some universal streams of blue, orange, and I want to say periwinkle for the third eye, streaming all the way down, hitting each of those centers, going down to the sacral. And we're setting sacred space to hold a feeling that resonates to be true for each and every one of us, and maybe feeling a little sensation, a percolating, a tingling in your heart space. Exhale and release. Inhale through your personal, unique, sacred sphere, all the way down, third eye, grabbing the color of periwinkle down to your throat center, adding the blue, and then all the way down with streams of orange down to your sacral. And let's feel our worth, our confidence, our light. We are feeling fantastic. Hold for a count of 3. Exhale and release. Inhale through your unique sacred sphere, unique and individual to each and every one of us. Maybe if you can, pay attention where your inhale is coming from. Is it coming from up above? Is it streaming in from behind you, in front of you, to the left, the right? Is it even coming up from the root center or the earth star? Just pay attention for a moment and see where your inhale of light is coming from. And again, taking a little moment with periwinkle at your third eye. Maybe you hear a sound humming in your ears for the throat center, and all the way down to your sacral. And let's raise our frequency, energy, vibration to law of attract, where we heartfelt belong in this process. What feeling are you feeling? What feeling can you elevate? What does that look like? Maybe you elevate from inner peace to inner love, creating your own charm. Maybe you can even see a charm. Raising our frequency, a feeling that we've never felt before, higher than ever before. Exhale and release. Inhale through your sacred sphere, your energetic center that's unique and individual to each and every one of us. Streaming in, possibly from all different angles, some periwinkle. Then you see the blue, and you can see it just activating like sacred geometry along with the sacral center, the orange. You're seeing geometries of sparkling lights radiating, different than the Merkaba. This is unique and individual to each and every one of us. So just notice what that feels like for you. Hold for a count of 3, get a visual of it. Maybe you hear sound. Maybe you've got your own personal sound for your own signature sacred geometry symbol. And exhale and release. Inhale all the way down from your unique sacred center, unique and individual to each and every one of us. And again, we've got periwinkle, we have orange, we have blue. I almost said violet, which maybe you're seeing the violet and the blue, the periwinkle, which is fantastic. And this time we want to hold sacred space, hold a note within the third eye for a count of 1, the throat center for a count of 1, your sacral for the count of 1. And open up your heart, open up your feelings. You're in holy communion with the Great Spirit and the beings of the unseen. And just be open to receive the jewel, the gem, the gold, the rainbow from the other world, the beings in the unseen, whether it's a genie, a candomblé, a wedame. Could be an animal totem, could be a fairy, it could be a sprite. Whatever resonates with you, a tree being, a star being, a nature being. And as you visualize your gem, your gift, holding sacred space, unique and individual for you. And as you exhale and release, So it is, so it will be. You are percolating like the star you are, and you feel beyond fantastic. You are illuminating in the feelings of the divine, the great spirit, the oneness, the star that you are. And with that, I say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Blessings to you and for you. And as always, I will see you on the other side. And if this episode inspired you in any magical way, and I'm sure it did, if you don't mind, tagging at the Tonya D on Instagram, or just sharing, subscribing to my channel. Either way, blessings to you and for you. And until the next moon, I will see you then. Ashe.